things that we have decided, and then Geraldine will do the presentation of the template, okay?
Camera rolling.
So,
You're gonna spill it.
what we have found out is that the selfie is not possible to use, because it's measuring the use of IT in an entire school. So that would mean that we would have to ask at least half of our students to come in with an answer, and it's not going actually to answer our questions about what our students think about this project. So it's no use. So instead, we will do some questions. We will put them on Slack so everybody can take part of them. But after that, Juan Carlos will make a little inquiry of, we said max 8 questions, 7, could be 6, doesn't matter, that we make ourselves, what we want the students to answer, and it should be made in a way that it would take them 2 minutes or 3 minutes to fill in, so it will be really easy, okay? That means that there will be changes, of course, also in the template, because we've taken that away. Also, we have changed the vocabulary, so from now on, there are no mini projects, no micro projects, no nothing. There is thematic modules, and there are units, and there are lessons in the units. And of course, what we are going to produce is thematic modules with units and lessons. So we have to make sure that when we do activities, they end up as lessons, because that's what we're going to deliver. Okay, so now we look at the changes in the template.
So the changes first are the title. So we're now talking about thematic modules. So we're going to have to fill the title of the thematic module. The subjects included, the classes and levels. Are they intermediate, basic or advanced pupils? A description of the objective of the thematic learning. Then we're going to have to focus on the skills and knowledge that the students will get after working on this module. And then, as Ulrika said, a description also of the unit with the number of lessons and the length that we are planning on doing that, with which classes, which levels. Here we're going to have the number of teachers involved if there are several, with the email address at the Demeter address, so that somebody from another country can maybe contact us if necessary. The resources and the material necessary for this lesson, if you need a computer or computer room or other kind of material. The prior knowledge of the learning group, with the description of the unit and the learning objectives. The final product that we are planning on doing, with a description and what is necessary for that. How you're going to motivate your students, very important when you plan your lesson, to think of why will students get involved in this lesson. And at the end, we will put different pictures of the lesson, the links to the videos that have been used, so that the other teachers from other countries can have access to this. And finish with an evaluation of the students' work, with the students' feedback on the way that they acquired during the unit. Most important, also very important, some tips on what worked in your lesson, what didn't work, why. And then another description also of the lesson, with the same kind of process, and some tips at the end. That's where we stopped.
Yeah. And to connect this to the online course, I think, Serafin, could you make just a very short description of how this works? And also, the description that Serafin is now going to give will also be followed by an instruction put on Slack on how to think when you do your lessons, so that they can fit, and the units, so they can fit into the online course. Okay?
You give me to give an example of.
Yeah.
Let me just briefly give you an example of one of the units that we have created. It was Maria's unit, and first she thought of a catchy name for the unit. This case was deactivating landmines, because it's connected to one of the lessons. It could be something, another thing. And this unit is connected to the thematic module of landmines and human rights. So, thematic module, then the unit is deactivating landmines, because in this unit our students will deactivate landmines, in theory. You will get to know in a moment. So, she thought of different lessons for the final task. The final task is escape room. And in this escape room, the goal is discovering the code to deactivate landmines. So that's why this is the name. And the lessons are historic evolution, lesson number 1. And in this lesson, she read with the students some background and some information about the historic evolution of landmines, creation, and the impact of it. Then, for another lesson, lesson number 2, in her language teaching role as a teacher, she explained narration, and the students were asked to make a narration about landmines and a person who was involved in landmines detection, or a tourist who got injured by a landmine. Okay. Then lesson number 3 was the creation of escape room. That was used in a celebration in our school, which is a superhero event, a macro event involving teachers and families, and there were almost 2,000 people coming to school for this event, and there were different activities for children, for adults. It was an event that collected money to be given to organisms like Alzheimer in Estepona. So it was an event to care for the people in need in our town. And Maria's activity was escape room. Students created the setting. They transformed a classroom into a forest, and people who came in this escape room should know the code to deactivate landmines in this forest. It was really successful. So that was the 3rd lesson, in which the students created something, right? So this is an example of a unit and the different lessons that should be thought to use this thematic module. Then, for the online course, we, Spanish team making this online course, should try to find all the materials in a folder where we can use the pictures that you took in those lessons, videos that you recorded on your lessons, links, maybe a doc with all the links that were necessary that you use for people doing this course to click and learn more about it. And then every unit will be explained through a video. So if you made a unit previously called a mini project, you need to record a video of yourself explaining the unit. It will be a 3 to 5 minutes video that we will finally, myself, will try to make it more dynamic by inserting pictures and videos and animations. So teachers doing the online course will click on the video and will hear your explanation and sometimes your face talking to the camera, and at some moments they will find different animations to improve and to make this video more engaging, more practical and more easy to understand what you did.
Yeah, we would have been very happy to have you here. And I think from all of us, if you make a little circle around here.
Hey
Say
guys.
hello.
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 Huh?
Coming back.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
And
Cecilia also. Right.
hope to see you soon.
Yeah, we hope to see you soon, guys.